Okay, well, no mic. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the grade 9, grade 10 Stuco elections. Before we get started, please make sure to turn off, silence, and put away your phones. Please be respectful and cheer for each candidate for the courage they showed today. When all of the speeches have been given, we will open the electronic voting ballots and students will use a multi-winner ranked choice voting. In ranked choice voting, you rank candidates in order of preference and everyone's vote matters. Because even if your first choice candidate doesn't win the first round, your second choice vote will count instead, and so on. Today we will be hearing from 6 of our very own Mustangs who are running to be your next grade level representatives for the 2025 to 26 school year. Someone who will represent you, support you, and make your high school experience the best it can be. As you listen to their speeches today, I encourage you to think carefully about voting for the representative who you believe will best communicate the needs of the student body, promote and support student activities, build and maintain a strong working relationship with the administration, foster school pride and a positive spirit, exemplify student responsibility and leadership, support the well-being and encourage the general welfare of ASIJ and the surrounding community, lead with transparency, and finally, strengthening the bond between students and faculty. Information on voting instructions will be sent out shortly after all the speeches conclude. Also, please be aware that today's speeches are being recorded and will be posted on ASIJ TV. So, without further ado, let's hear from our candidates. First up, we have Chaness.
Today, I'm standing here for a reason and one reason only. It's to earn an opportunity to show you all what I can do. And you're here for a reason too. Sure, maybe you're forced to be here, but you're also here because you want to see how we can make sophomore year more exciting, more memorable, and something we're proud of. And that's exactly what I'm here to do, because so do I. Let me keep this short. For those who don't know me that well, I'm Chaness. Whether it's hyping you up or simply being a person you can count on, I want to be someone that can truly represent you. Next year, I want to help create more activities that actually make you want to show up. Those kinds of activities that everyone feels a part of, not just the same few people, and not the kind you feel forced to go to. We need more opportunities for our grade to bond, because I hope everyone here, including myself, realizes how this class of 2028 is full of energy and spirit. We have all these groups and talents, and that's what makes our grade unique. However, that diversity should be something that unites us, not divide us. Imagine something like custom t-shirts we make together as a grade. It's something small that can bring us together. What I mean by this is, no matter where we come from or what we're into, we're all part of the same team. As your rep, I will actually listen to what you want. Not just repeat the same ideas, but bring the fresh ones that reflect you. I'll be your voice, your hype person, and the one who's not afraid to advocate for you. Did I stutter? No. Sophomore year isn't only just another step towards graduation. It's a chance for us to lead, to change, and to make real memories. When we look back someday, I want us to remember the year as a time where we laughed the most and grew the most and say, that was such a fun time, I low-key miss it, or not gonna lie, that was when I was truly happy. So let's make it count this year, guys. Let's make it fun. So once again, everyone, a vote for Chaness is a vote for your success. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaness. All right, next up we have Sophie.
As our freshman year comes to an end, how do you feel? Confident now that you've become accustomed to high school? Or stressed about increasing workload and preparation for the years to come? With the stakes higher and complexity notched up in our sophomore year, I want to be the servant leader of this class so that we continue to thrive. I promise you that we are an amazing grade with the potential to achieve so much. Dear freshmen, friends, my name is Sophie Lee. As Jack Welch once said, control your own destiny or someone else will. Next year will surely be intense. My commitment to you is that this intense experience becomes one we own ourselves, not one that is imposed upon us. And the best way to ensure this? By making sure our every voice is heard by the ASIJ community, the school administration, and beyond. As your representative, I will make it STUCO's top mission to listen and act. Act on your desired academic track, the kind of social life you want to have, and the school environment in which you will thrive, where you can have a more fair and consistent grading system among teachers, spend advisory time more enjoyably, and have that school dance you've been wanting. I am truly passionate about our class. I love ASIJ, and with this passion, I commit to working tirelessly so that nothing holds us back. Let's push forward, push beyond, and push till we arrive at what we are meant to achieve together. I will be there for you. Please be there for me too. Vote for me, Sophie Lee. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. Okay, next up we have Gerard.
Why are you here? Because you want to see a true leader who can make change and lead this community in the right direction, and I'm the one who can and will do so. My name is Gerard, and I'm running for student council to create change, real change, in the things that we want. Let's start with meatless Thursdays. See, I stutter because I truly want to help this community. I'm all for healthy eating, but forcing everyone to eat vegan food on Thursdays, that's just not the solution, is it? The environment, the health of students, the fact that it's only one day a week. These are just some of the points people use to justify meatless Thursdays. Yeah, how does having fewer meatless options for one day a week, when everyone still gets the meat option anyway, help the environment in any way at all? It's just wasting everyone's time, lining up almost half of our lunchtime just to get an option we do not want. Veganism, according to research, also has never shown and has never had positive correlation with better health. Having a balanced diet is necessary for having a balanced diet, whether it's necessarily vegan or not, it should be our choice and not the cafeteria's if we're going to get the same option anyways. Additionally, I'm committed to improve our school's resources for mental health and wellness. I want to create safe and welcoming spaces where students can relax and recharge during the day. The courtyard right now, for example, is like a jail cell. Have you seen it? It's literally asphalt. Like, what is this? 2 pieces of grass? I can build that with a $5 budget. Imagine with a nicer courtyard where you can freely relax, nap, and chill with friends. Now you have more options rather than lying in what? That one patch of grass? But students aren't the only ones who can change and improve in this school. How can we improve our relationships with teachers and administrators? At present, it's obvious that many issues plague our relations. With our lack of communication, students sometimes believe punishments or grades to be unfair, and many wish for teachers to treat them more like adults than kids. We need to establish transparency, communication, and fair punishment guidelines with the opportunity for students to voice their concerns when something feels wrong. I'm running because I want to be your student council member, yours. I'll listen to everyone's concerns and implement policies. I am your right-hand man. time is it? It's time to make ASIJ great again. So when you vote, vote for someone who's not afraid to speak up, stand up, and actually listen. Vote Gerard Pang, big brain, big plan, trust in Pang, trust a man. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Gerard. Next up, we have Juni.
Hey, there you go. Well, the speaker isn't working, so we're gonna adapt.
Beatbox it.
Here we go. Yo, Mustangs, let me your ear. Junior's on a mic, bringing cheers near. Not just a name, it's a vision I see. A school year brighter for you and for me. And you spark like a roaring flame. For every student, I'll know your name. Your voice ignites, it's loud and strong. With Junior, me and we can't go wrong. Hi. Juni here. How do you guys like my intro? I know it's a bit cringe, but I hope you're now a bit convinced that I should be your student rep. Why? Well, to begin with, as you just witnessed, I'm enthusiastic, like borderline too much energy enthusiastic. That's exactly what we need. Someone who will not chicken out, but speak up and hype things up when it counts. Whether it's planning events, sharing your ideas, or making school a place you actually want to be in, I'm here for you. I'll listen to you, represent you, and yeah, even occasionally embarrass myself in front of a crowd just to make a point. I'm also persistent. When I'm committed to something, I'm all in. Take this as an example. Every other day, we have wellness. It's the peak of the summer, and everybody's so exhausted from the heat in the gym. The teacher turns on some hip-hop music and instructs us to do a 10-minute run at the start of class. And there's that one kid out of everyone else in the gym, red as a tomato, wheezing like a broken vacuum, looking like he's about to pass out, but keeps going without stopping. But you know what? I'm that one kid who keeps going. You know why? Because I always keep going. Even 20, 30-minute runs, I keep going. Because I always put 200% effort into everything I do, no matter how intense or how hard it gets. If you elect me as your student rep, I'll make sure that no matter what hardships I face while trying to represent you guys, I'll keep going. Lastly, I'm very innovative. What do I mean by this? Imagine this. Every Wednesday, when there's either General Tso chicken, teriyaki chicken, karaage don, my favorites, or mac and cheese, the lunch lines are all ridiculous. On one side of the cafeteria, everyone's lined up, and on the other side of the cafeteria, there's nobody. And since my passion just so happens to be math, I want to optimize this lunch line inefficiency by applying my mathematical knowledge. Yup, you heard me. Using a tri-channel queuing system governed by discrete event principles, we can reduce the waiting time by 200%. Boom! Shorter wait times, hotter food, and fewer people collapsing from hunger halfway through the line. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Nah, I'm just messing with you. But that's exactly why I'm running. Not to promise magic, but to chase progress. Now, I know there are limits to what a student rep can directly change. But what I can do is build a strong between you, the students, and the school's faculty and administration. By consistently collecting your feedback and relaying it with the proper channels, we can nudge change from the inside out. real change doesn't always happen overnight. But with enough persistence, innovative ideas, and pressure, it happens. As the 15-year-old alpha Greta Thunberg once said, no one is too small to make a difference. If elected as your student rep, I'll ensure that each of us feels empowered to contribute and that our collective efforts lead to meaningful change. So, vote for Juni Min, the one who will help us win, with passion and energy to achieve victory. Juni is the key.
All right, thanks, Jungi. Next up, we have Ari.
All my life, I've been hearing about how wonderful high school is. It's a time to find your best friends, to figure out who you are and who you want to become. I mean, the countless amount of movies that showcase high school is kind of insane. Like 10 Things I Hate About You, High School Musical, even Spider-Man was a high schooler. But it makes me wonder, are we really making the most of our high school experience, or is it passing us by? My name is Ariana Jetner, and I'll be running for your Stuco representative. This is my first year at ASIJ, and if you ask anyone who knows me, they would say that I am full of positive energy, I'm responsible, I get some head nods, yes, and I'm hardworking. I spent the last year traveling with my family, going places like Australia and Costa Rica, as well as my home state, Michigan. Hey, yes, Storm. And although I was really nervous about starting ASIJ, I've already quickly fallen in love with this community and its people. And that is one of the reasons why I'm running for Stuco Rep. Now to the good part, what I plan to accomplish if elected. Well, first off, the amount of homework we get can be extreme. My mom likes to say that having homework is like working an 8-hour job, then finding out you have to do overtime and you're not getting paid. I don't know about you, but I would rather be using my overtime to do something I actually enjoy. That is why, if elected, I will work hard to decrease the amount of homework by implementing plans to limit how much homework we get per day per class. As mentioned before, I strongly believe that high school is so much more than just academics. We need to be making memories and friendships that will stay with us long after graduation. This is why, if elected, I will work hard to increase the number of social events we have, like Friday Night Lights, school dances, and whiteouts. However, the biggest part of being a Stuco representative is just that. You represent the broader community. If elected, I will work diligently to find solutions to pressing issues that you want fixed. But what really separates me is the fact that I genuinely care about making ASIJ a better place. I firmly believe that Stuco has the power to create real change. So vote for me if you want to make our sophomore year the best it can. If you vote for Ari, you won't be sorry. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Ari. All right, last but definitely not the least, James.
When I was in 3rd grade, my pet turtle died. It was the worst day of my life, but one memory I still hold on to this day are his last words. James, when you're a rising sophomore, I want you to run as a spot for Stuco representative. So, here I am today. As I stand here again, I want you to take a moment to acknowledge the time that we have left. That's now 1 down, 3 more to go. These next few years are soon to be memories, but before that, I want to help you not just seize every opportunity high school has to offer, but help create our own opportunities. I'm not going to stand here and pose unrealistic problems, but I do promise that a vote for me is a vote for a fantastic sophomore year. Allow me the opportunity to make the most out of what is left. As a rep, it's a given that I will work hard to keep class spirit up, push for change where needed, and bring the hype. But how exactly will I do that? I know one big issue this year was transdisciplinary. And though most of us don't like it, it's here to stay. But what if we had a say in the system? I want to make sure that we have a role in designing these courses because ultimately, the transdisciplinary and deep learning classes are designed for us to explore our interests. So wouldn't it make sense for us to be a part of structuring it to fit our passions and needs? I also want more recognition regarding co- and extracurriculars. Did you know that last season, the wrestling team established its first proper female division? Or that the girls' varsity basketball team, consisting of 5 freshman players, went undefeated in Kanto and placed second in the tournament? Or that the cheer team went to Far East for the first time in decades? Sure, we hear some of this on the announcements, but we should give credit where credit is due to our student athletes. And what about our theater, music, and art students? The time and creativity we pour into our products deserves to be seen. I want to walk out onto a stage looking at a packed crowd coming to support our production. And when I'm the one in the audience, I want to be sitting alongside all of you, there cheering on our peers. But being a rep isn't all about me and my ideas, it's about listening to your voice and finding a way to materialize that. So whether it's actively reaching out to hear your voices, taking initiative on the small, memorable stuff like class shirts, or actually connecting with the advisories in our grade, as I'm sure many of you remember from middle school. For those of you who are new, everyone in the MS knew each other, down to all of the advisors and everyone in each advisory. But now one really big difference is the lack of connection between every student in our grade. I want to make sure to capture that same feeling of belonging and familiarity with all of you all, and many of the new kids to come. When casting your vote today, vote for someone who cares, who tries, and who does. Vote for someone who knows you, because whether it's Milan who does ballet or Runicle's locked in for basketball, down to our new peers from Nishimachi, to those of us who came from Qatar, I know you, and you know me. You know that I care, so give me a shot. Don't play games, vote for James. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, James.
And then I'll talk to him at the end.
All right, guys, we're almost done. If you guys could just pay attention for just a little minute, we'll be good. Okay. That wraps up our candidate speeches. Thank you all for being here today and taking the time to engage in this important aspect of our school community. I also want to take the moment to extend my gratitude to all of our candidates today, not just for their thoughtful and passionate speeches, but for also having the courage to step up and share their vision for next year. Each of them brings something special to the table, and no matter the outcome, I know our school is in good hands. The ballot will be open until midnight. If you want to revisit any of the speeches, they'll be available on ASIJ TV. Take your time, review each one, and vote for the candidate who you feel best represents you. To vote, each student will receive an individual email with a link to cast your ballot. We will be using a ranked choice voting system, so you'll be asked to rank the candidates in order of preference. To log in and cast your vote, enter your email address as the username, and your student ID as the password. If prompted, you can also use your Google ID. The deadline to vote is midnight tonight. Make sure to cast your vote before 12 a.m. and stay tuned for results, which will be announced
2 days from now.
2 days from now. Thank you all for your attention. Make sure to vote, and you are now dismissed.